In this video, I will teach you a very important tool to help you follow through on your commitments, especially with studying. I'm Kat Severson, the inventor of the Severson method, a scientifically proven way to learn anything fast. Let's talk about motivation and tools. When people come to my office, they're always preparing for an exam or a standardized test. They're very motivated. They really want to do well. They come to my office and pay me money to give them advice. When I give them advice, I write out a learning sequence and I ask them, what's the probability of you following through on this learning sequence? What's the probability of you going through chapter 4, taking extensive notes, converting those extensive notes into flashcards, and then reviewing flashcards on a daily basis? They say the probability is very high. But I know for a fact that not a lot of them are going to follow through on their commitment to themselves, especially to things that are happening in the evening. When you're preparing for a standardized test, it doesn't just require you to take different actions, it requires you to become a different person. And sometimes just commitment is not enough. You need a tool, you need a lever to pick yourself up from a couch and go and stop watching the show you love so much and go and review your flashcards. So let's imagine a scenario. You're sitting on the couch and you have this suggestion from your prefrontal cortex. You should go review your flashcards. This is what your tutor told you to do. And immediately this thought is going to be counteracted with a thought, fill in the blank. So mine is, you can always do it later. You can't do this right now. And as long as these two thoughts, you need to go study, you should go study, and you can always do it later, exist in parallel in your brain, we start to hesitate. An interesting phenomena is hesitation is interpreted by our brain as danger. Whenever we hesitate, the brain immediately goes into the fight or flight mode. As soon as you have this idea, I should go study, if you wait for longer than 5 seconds, your brain will flood your consciousness with rationalizations. I'm too tired. I can always do it later. She's not going to know if I miss a day. Who cares? It's too hard. You name it. But if you let your brain drift, it will drift into the fight or flight mode. That's why I'm recommending the 5-second rule. The 5-second rule was created by this woman. Her name is Mel Robbins. I absolutely love her. She's a fantastic speaker. She built this 5-second rule from her personal story. I want you to go on and watch her TED Talk, one of the most watched TED Talks. And she briefly mentions the 5-second rule towards the end of her talk, maybe on like minute 18 or 19. Now, what's the 5-second rule? I want you to, as soon as you get this suggestion, I should go and review my flashcards. I want you to count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and on 1, I want you to get up from your sofa and go and review your flashcards. You can do this with anything you're working on. If you feel like that you are spending too much time at the gym, that you need to go and study, as soon as you get this, I should go. I'm spending too much time here. If you stay for longer than 5 seconds, your brain will rationalize, well, I'm exercising. It's good for me. It's healthy. It will take care of my body. Who cares about this exam? Oftentimes, when people are preparing for high-stakes standardized tests, they're so stressed that they're constantly just looking for a relief from that pressure. And even though they have this learning sequence written out for them step by step, they oftentimes don't follow through. Why? Their brain is looking to protect. So as soon as you get this whisper of, you should go study, you have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, move your body and get closer to that activity. If you are committed to studying, you should not be sitting and evaluating which option is better. The brain will always choose the safer, less productive option for you. And the reason this tool works is because it interrupts the pattern of drift. If you're tired, your willpower throughout the day has been depleted. And if you don't necessarily practice your willpower often, your prefrontal cortex is not really thick. So you don't have those powers in you to make yourself go and do what you should be doing rather than what's pleasurable for you. So what this tool does, it interrupts the process and brings you back to your prefrontal cortex. Okay, what should I be doing? I'm using 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to get up. I'm using 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to start making these videos for you guys. I'm using 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 all day long. This is different from something that we talked about in a video on 4 circles. 4 circles is rather a concept. It's a methodology. It's thought work where you're compressing the time between what you're doing now and what is going to happen in a year as a result of your actions now. That's great. And you know I'm obsessed with 4 circles. I make my clients draw 4 circles on a daily basis. But when you're in the couch, 4 circles are not going to help you if you let yourself spend more than 5 seconds in this hesitation mode. So as soon as you get this, I should go do fill in the blank, you have 5 seconds. And if you hear yourself say, I don't have time right now, I shouldn't be doing this, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I hope you like this lesson. I know it's very short, my videos are usually longer, but I really want to keep it clean and concise. Obviously, you can buy Mel Robbins' book. I'll link it down below, but it's not necessary. That's it. It's simple. It's very easy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. One last thing I want to mention though is you don't want to count from 1 to 5 because that's easy. We always count upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can do it on automatic. But doing it backwards activates enough of your creative juices and wakes up your consciousness and interrupts the drift, something that you're always doing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Now, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're going to use it for. And don't forget that every time you leave a comment, we enter it into a pool of winners. Every month we pick someone to get in a free session with me so we could talk about some things that are learning related.